Hi, this is Danielle Martinez, nutrition educator with San Bernardino County Superintendent of Schools, and I'm back to discuss another lesson from our Nutrition Nugget series, and this one is all about the dairy group. Hopefully today you'll be able to understand the importance of the dairy group, identify why calcium is an important nutrient for the body, identify the number of servings of milk you need each day, and to list calcium-rich foods, and to identify the importance of the dairy group and calcium. My Plate is a guide to help us choose the kinds of foods we should eat at each meal and how much of each type of food we should eat. Look at the My Plate poster and show me with your fingers how many food groups there are. If you said 5, you're right. And one of those groups happens to be the dairy group. We're going to do a little quiz, and we're going to answer the questions by acting out or doing the actions that I mentioned. But when I ask you a question and you haven't tasted this before, then you're going to touch your toes. Number 1, reach for the ceiling if you like chocolate milk. Now remember, if you haven't tried one of these, you're going to touch your toes. Number 2, run in place if you drink milk with school at lunch. I hope everybody is running in place. Number 3, pretend you are hitting a baseball if you like cereal with milk on it. Number 4, bend to the side if you like cheese on your crackers. Remember, if you don't eat this or you haven't tried it, you're going to touch your toes. Number 6, squat down if you like cheese, string cheese, for a snack. Number 7, twist your body if you like cheese on your pizza. Number 8, hop in place if you like strawberry yogurt. Number 9, march in place if you have ever tried soy milk. So what do all these questions that I'm asking have in common? They are all in the dairy group. You're right. All of these are in the dairy group. Today we're going to talk about the dairy group, which includes milk and also milk alternatives with added calcium, like soy milk or almond milk. And we're also going to talk about cheese and yogurt. We will talk about healthy foods to choose from the dairy group and foods we should eat less often. So let's see how much you already know about the dairy group. I'm going to ask you some questions about the dairy group, and if you know the answers, you can follow my directions. So if you think the dairy group foods help your body to build strong bones and teeth, I want you to stand up. I hope you're all standing up because the dairy group does help your body build strong bones and teeth. Now, with your fingers, show how many number of servings you should have of dairy every day. Now, you might not know this answer, so you can take a guess. I hope I see 3 fingers. And if you think physical activity helps you build strong bones, go ahead and stand up. I hope you're all standing up. So there are 5 food groups on my plate that give us the nutrients we need for energy and to help us grow. Milk, cheese, and yogurt provide calcium, a nutrient that helps us build strong bones and teeth. You need about 3 servings of milk or dairy products each day. Even more is better. And physical activity every day is important for building strong bones and teeth and staying healthy. Being physically active means doing activities such as running, jumping, dancing, stretching, bending, playing outside, riding your bike, all kinds of fun things. It's doing activities that gets your body moving. So why is a dairy group so important? Well, there's a lot of reasons, but most importantly, it's so your body gets the calcium that it needs. Calcium is found mostly in dairy foods, but it can also be found in other foods that are not in the dairy group, like calcium fortified orange juice, oranges, oatmeal, and broccoli, to name a few. Where is calcium found in your body? If you said in your bones and teeth, you're right. 99% of the calcium in our body is found in our bones and teeth. Pretty cool, right? Bones are like bank accounts. As a young person, you deposit calcium in your body for strong and healthy bones for later in life. Kind of like you deposit money in a bank, so you have money when you get older. Maybe your parents have a savings account for you and they put money in it so that when you're older, you have money for college. You also need physical activity for strong bones. The amount of calcium in your bones change as you get older. If calcium were removed from our bones, it would look like flour. Here are some examples of how much calcium we have at different stages of our life. The amounts of calcium in our bones if we eat enough calcium. We're going to go through an activity. So you can, if you have a bag of flour, you can grab a bag of flour and a measuring cup, kind of like this one. Or you can just kind of use your imagination as we go through the different steps. But calcium, like we said, is represented with flour. Now, a newborn has about 1/4 of a cup of flour when they're born. So if you have a 1/4 cup and flour, go ahead and fill it up. Now, a 10-year-old has about 3.5 cups of flour. So if you have extra flour, go ahead and pour out 3.5 cups of flour so you can see how much calcium is in a 10-year-old's body. Now, a 15-year-old has 7 cups of flour. Now, I don't know if you have enough flour, but if you do, go ahead and pour out 7 cups of flour. If not, just go ahead and use your imagination. An adult has 11 cups of flour. An adult with osteoporosis has about 6.5 cups of flour. And we'll talk about what osteoporosis is later. Why did the amount of calcium increase as you got older? What do you think? There could be different answers, but your bones are growing and you're getting taller. Your bones at age 15 are strong and wider than you were when you were younger. The calcium in your body doubles in 5 years since the age of 10. So it is important to get calcium at this age to help make your bones more dense and strong later on. Adults have 44 times more calcium than a newborn baby. Osteoporosis is what happens in older people. The bones become weak and can easily break. But the good news is that osteoporosis can be prevented if you keep your bones strong. This is why it's so important to eat foods with lots of calcium and to get regular physical activity. It's very important to eat and drink low-fat milk, cheese, and yogurt so that you can get the calcium you need without getting all the fat. Now we're going to take a little break to make a 5-minute ice cream. Now these ingredients you should be able to have at home, but if you don't, you can ask your family member to get those for you, and you can try this at a later time. But we're going to do a 5-minute ice cream, and it's actually really, really easy. And like I said, you probably already have some of these ingredients, if not all of them, at home. First thing you want to do always is to wash your hands. And then you're going to grab the ingredients you're going to need. But first, what food group do you think is included in this ice cream in a bag? If you said dairy, you're right. What nutrient is in ice cream in a bag that's going to help our bones grow strong? If you said calcium, you're correct. So this 5-minute ice cream, you're going to need a quart-sized freezer bag. In this quart-sized freezer bag, you're going to add a half a cup of 2% milk. Then you're going to add 1 tablespoon of sugar and a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So you really just need 3 ingredients: milk, sugar, and vanilla. So in this quart-sized freezer bag, you're adding the 2% milk, the half a cup of 2% milk, the 1 tablespoon of sugar, and the half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Next, you're going to seal this bag nice and tight. Then you're going to take a 1-gallon size bag and you're going to put that quart size bag with all of those ingredients inside of that gallon size bag. And inside of that gallon size bag, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of salt and a half a cup of crushed ice. Then you're going to seal up that large bag, the gallon size bag, nice and tight. You're going to do some physical activity. You're going to shake this bag for about 5 minutes or until the milk turns to ice cream. Now, this can get pretty cold, so if you want to get paper towels and wrap that bag while you hold it, that can help you because it is going to get very cold. So make sure your bag is fully sealed and you're going to shake it around for 5 minutes. And once your time is up or you see that the milk has turned to ice cream, you can go ahead and open it, take out the other bag, and spoon it into a bowl. You can also add some fruit to it if you like this one has strawberries. So, a couple more questions. Are milk, cheese, and yogurt important for building strong bones? Yes, you're right. Milk, cheese, and yogurt provide calcium, a nutrient that helps us build strong bones and teeth. What foods not included in the dairy group also contain calcium? We talked about this at the beginning of this lesson. If you remembered calcium fortified orange juice, oranges, broccoli, and oatmeal, you guessed right. These foods usually have a smaller amount of calcium compared to dairy products, but they can still be a good source of calcium. Now, do you need 1, 2, or 3 servings of dairy each day? If you said at least 3 servings of dairy products each day, you're right. And does physical activity help build strong bones? Yes, you are right. Physical activity every day is important for building strong bones and staying healthy. What foods in the dairy group do you like? There's a list of some on your screen. Yogurt, milk, cheddar cheese, chocolate milk, cottage cheese, Swiss cheese, string cheese, frozen yogurt, pudding, soy milk, ice cream, cheese pizza, macaroni and cheese, American cheese, and strawberry milk are just a few. As you can see, low-fat plain yogurt has the highest amount of calcium, even more than milk. The plain yogurt also has more than twice the amount of calcium as the drinkable yogurt smoothie. The drinkable, squeezable yogurts also often have a lot of added sugar. So instead, you could try low-fat plain yogurt with fruit and or granola as a healthy and calcium-rich snack or dessert. Even though the calcium fortified orange juice is not in the dairy group, it is still an excellent source of calcium. Other non-dairy foods like oatmeal and broccoli and oranges, almonds and bread also contain calcium, but usually in a smaller amount compared to dairy products. You would have to eat a lot more of these foods to get enough calcium each day, which is why we recommend milk and dairy products, because you get more bang for your buck, so to speak. But as you can see from this activity, there are many different foods that contain calcium. So it is important to eat a variety of these foods every day to make sure you get all the calcium that your body needs. Next, we're going to make a tasty snack with low-fat cheese that has lots of calcium. We're going to try a variety of cheeses. Now, if you can at home, or have your parent or whoever's at home help you grab different types of cheeses. You can do a string cheese that you can tear and eat, or a low-fat Swiss cheese, the cheese that has the holes in it. You can do low-fat cheddar cheese, the cheese that you can slice into cubes. Everyone should try a little bit of each kind of cheese. We can eat apple slices and crackers to go with it too, and that makes it an even better snack. So thank you for joining this lesson on dairy, and I hope that you learned something new and that you get to try out that really neat ice cream recipe. See you next time. Bye.